Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another Command Your Day. Hop on in the room. I hope that you are all doing well today. Come on in the room. Hey, Raymundo, how are you? Welcome to the room. Hello, Will. Good morning. Good morning, Afri Star. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Come on in the room. Double tap the screen for me if you're able to do that. Welcome to Command Your Day. Let me turn the good morning. Come on in the room. Double tap the screen for me if you're able to do that. Welcome to Command Your Day. Let me turn this light. The room. Hi, Lavoni. Hi, Sugar Baby. Good morning, Ebony. Good morning. Welcome to the room. How are you? Happy Saturday to you, Miss Gloria. Happy Saturday to you. Good morning, everyone. IT specialist, how are you? Welcome to the room. Hi, Kay Bree. Welcome to Command Your Day. I'm Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and a mentor with a focus in productivity and mindset. Welcome to my virtual space. This is our time where we gather together and we use words to breathe life into our day. Hey, Tracy, good morning to you. Hello, Malcolm X. How are you? Welcome to the room. Hi, Nicole. Welcome to the room. So, if you're looking for a community that provides motivation, valuable insights, practical strategies for success, you are in the right place. So, hit that follow button. There's also a link in my bio for you to join the Commanders community. Go ahead and do so we can stay connected and you can stay up to date on what is going on in the community. Hi, Danielle. Good morning to you. Welcome to the room. Home goods are us. Ooh, I like that. Good morning. Hi, Curleen. Welcome. Hi, Richard. Welcome to the room. Thank you so much for stopping by. Come on in. Double tap the screen for me. Again, share the stream out if you're able to do that. Hit the follow button. Join my community by utilizing the link that is in my bio. Hi, Jay Poole. Good morning to you. Welcome to the room. So, if you're new here, what you're looking at is a cover of my new book, The Bold Moves Manual, which is what we work from here Monday through Friday, and we do a review of what we went over during the week on Saturday. So what you're looking at is the cover to my new book, The Bold Moves Manual. It is mindset coaching in a book. If you've been striving to make some major moves in your life, get some major goals accomplished, but you're struggling with some limiting thoughts, some limiting beliefs that needs to be reprogrammed, needs to be shifted and changed, I would recommend that you grab this book. It is available on Amazon, or you can download the e-version of it using the link that is in my bio. So yeah, if you need mindset coaching, this book would really help you. And not just because it's my book, but because I know that it is helping a lot of individuals and you can be a part of that as well. So if you know that there's some major moves that you want to make, we're halfway through the year already. If you haven't done it yet because you've been struggling with some limiting thoughts, you want to grab this manual on Amazon, work through it, and execute on those major goals that you have. Hi, Sean. Hi, Tare. How are you? Welcome to the room. Traveling Goddess, how are you? Welcome to the room. Good morning, Dr. Lane. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So again, for those of you who are just hopping in, hit that follow button. I'm live here every morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time for Command Your Day. We use words to breathe life into our day. We position our mindset so we can take the day on well. And we set our intentions for the day. We believe in making every day count. Good morning, Cole. How are you? Good morning, Teeks. How are you doing? We believe in making every day count. So we're executing. We're getting our mindset in the right place. And again, you can get a copy of my book on Amazon, The Bold Moves Manual, or you can download the e-version utilizing the link that is in my bio. All right, so let's get into it. This will not be a long one this morning. We're going to get through this really quickly. Let's do our gratitude check-in. Go ahead and drop in the comments 3 things that you're grateful for today. You're welcome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's drop in the comments 3 things that you're grateful for today. 3 things. Doing this exercise helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance. Hey, Harry, welcome to the room. Good morning, Johnny D. How are you? Hi, Raleigh. The big three. Awesome. Yeah. So if you're new here, the big three is life, health, and strength. If those are the three things that you're grateful for today, you can drop in the comments the big three: life, health, and strength. If you have life, if you have health and strength, nothing can limit you. You can get through anything. You can work through anything to accomplish your goals. Life, food on my table, shelter. This means a lot to me and I feel grateful. Awesome. I love that. Hi, Felicia. How are you? Good morning. Good morning, Jade. Welcome to the room. So we're doing our gratitude check-in. Hi, Laura. We're doing our gratitude check-in, so you can drop in the comments three things that you're grateful for today. And as I always say, the thing that you're looking at and you're thinking that, oh, this is small, this is insignificant, someone else is praying for a percentage of that thing that you believe is small, that thing that you believe is insignificant. Someone is praying to have just a percentage of that. So let's be grateful for even the small things that we have. Let's be grateful for it. All right. So that's our gratitude check-in. Hey, how are you? Mobilize or Mobile Bar Star, how are you? Good morning to you. Maximo, good morning. Welcome to the room. So again, if you're new here, I see the numbers going up. Hit that follow button. I'm live here every morning, 6:30 a.m. Also use the link in my bio to join my community. I'm grateful for God waking me up, my family, and my job. Awesome. I love it. How are you? Good morning, Liz. Good morning. Hi, Ellie in New York. How are you? All right. So we've also made a promise to ourselves that we're going to make bold moves this year. So I want you to reiterate that promise by typing in the comments, I am making bold moves. Type that in the comments. I am making bold moves. Hi, Christy. So this is the year that you're going to write the book. You're going to start the business. You're going to bring that idea to life. You're going to move to the new city. Whatever your bold move is, you're going to go back to school, get your finances together, get your health together. Whatever your bold move is, this is the year that you're going to do it. Yes, thank y'all for typing that. I am making bold moves this year. We're not putting off the idea for next year. No, we're not doing that. Beauty Budget Bestie, hey, how are you? Good morning. Hi, Thriving Foodie Girl, how are you? Yes, I am making bold moves this year. Hey, Lexi, good morning. We're going to get the thing done that we've been yearning for and thinking about, overthinking. We're going to get it done this year. We're going to make that bold move this year. Launch it, write it, start it, right? Aspire for it and actually get it. We're going to do it this year. So again, for those of you who are just hopping in, I see the numbers going up. What you're looking at is the Bold Moves Manual. This is what we work from. It is mindset coaching in a book. How do you do that while feeling down? Lexi, so we don't execute based on how we're feeling. We execute based on the plans that we have. All right. And Lexi, I would recommend that you get the book. What you're looking at is a cover to my new book. You can grab a copy on Amazon. All right. Your feeling can betray you. Your feelings can betray you. I want you to know that. It can keep you locked in a corner where you don't execute. So we don't execute based on how we're feeling. We execute because the plan says this is what the next thing on our list of things to do is, and we're going to get it done. Not to ignore your feeling. You're going to process that, but you don't let that stop you. All right. And you have to dig deep into, why are you feeling down? Is it something that someone said to you? Right? If it's something that someone said to you, now why are you responding in that way to what someone said to you? All right. There's a lot of things. You got to dig deep into that. Build your mindset in a positive way. Yes. Yes. All right, Lexi. I hope that helped you. So you're not executing based on feelings. You're executing based on a plan. We're getting things done based on the plan. And this is why it's so important that you have a clear plan. This is where I want to go. This is what I want to accomplish. And here's how I am going to do it. So the very first thing we work on in my mentorship, and if you're able to do that, I would say get enrolled in the Action Accelerator. Okay, Lexi? The very first thing we do is get clear on where are you going? Where do you want to end up? This is how I start out with my mentees. Where do you want to end up, right? What is the big goal? Then we get very clear on what the steps are to get there. And then we handle, okay, if this happens, say you got a rainy season, here is how you're going to navigate this rainy season. Or I break it up in summer, winter, fall, and spring, right? This is how I break it up when I teach them how to overcome different seasons so that they can execute on the goal. I'm just giving you a rundown, but if you want the full action plan, Lexi, send me a DM so I can give you more information about my mentorship. But in the meantime, go ahead and grab the Bold Moves manual and it will help you. Yes, this is the year and now. Yes, indeed. Good morning, Jenny. How are you? Yes, keep going. Gotta keep going. I hope that helped you, Lexi. Send me a DM so we can talk more about it. Grateful I didn't oversleep. I'm happy to be here every day. Awesome, Liz. I love that. Hey, Shani, how are you? How are you doing? So send me a DM, Lexi, and let's talk about it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Send me a DM. But in the meantime, you can grab the Bold Moves manual. Again, it is mindset coaching in a book. Mindset coaching. So if you have thoughts that are limiting you from executing on the task at hand or the goal that you're trying to strive for, get in this book and work the strategies as I lay them out because it works. I promise you it works. It works. All right. But send me a DM so I can give you more information. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so much for typing. I am making bold moves. Thank you for doing that. Now let's pray really quickly. We're going to pray the 23rd Psalm and then we'll move into the rest of the agenda. So let me pray for all of us. And at the end, you can type amen. It says that you agree with the prayer. All right, so here we go. The Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil, for thou art with us. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil, our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Amen and amen. So that is the 23rd Psalm. Now let's move right into our affirmations. Let's do that. These affirmations, you can also find them in the Bold Moves manual. It's in the front of the manual. Thank y'all so much for typing amen. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. So here we go. I'm going to read through the list. You're going to repeat it to yourself and then you're going to type in the comments. I agree with that. There's power in agreement and there's power in using your words, speaking out loud these affirmations so that you can become the version of you that you're aiming for or that the goal is to become, right? So here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself, and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. Today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. And I give myself permission to win. So these are the affirmations that we use every morning to position our mindset. And for those of you who are new here, hi, Dr. Edith, how are you? For those of you who are new here, what you're looking at is a cover of my new book. You can find these affirmations in the front of the book. It is available on Amazon. Hi, Charlene. It is available on Amazon, so you can grab your copy on Amazon, or you can download the e-version of my book on the link that is in my bio. All right. And you can find these affirmations within it, in the front of it. All right. Awesome. So quick announcements. Be sure that you are part of my community. The notes that I'm going to go over today, I will be emailing these notes out. So if you're on my mailing list, you will get access to them. How do you join the Commanders community? You're going to tap my profile picture. It's going to take you to my bio. There's a link in my bio. The very first link, you're going to tap that link. Once it opens up, you're going to see Commanders Community. You're going to put your best email address there, hit submit, and that is how you join. That is how you join. You also get in the confirmation email a copy of the affirmations that I just went over. So if you want to grab the copy, grab that copy really quickly. That's the fastest way to do so. Tap the link in my bio, join the Commanders community, and check your confirmation email to get a copy of the affirmations that I just went over. All right. And you will also get access to the notes that I'm sending out today. Also, grab your copy of the Bold Moves Manual. Join us here and follow along with us in the Bold Moves Manual. It's transformative. I promise you, you will accomplish some things that maybe a year ago you never thought you could have done it. But with the mindset shift that takes place from this manual, you will execute, you will get it done. All right. I'm also going to be hosting a live mentorship session next Saturday. So if you want to be in the room with my other mentees, with myself, get my eyes on your goals to help you figure out a strategy to execute on your goals, send me a DM. If you want to work with me, you want to be in the room in the live mentorship session, send me a DM and let's get you set up for that session and for the pre-recorded lessons that you do get as well, and all the bonus materials that comes with that to help you cultivate the discipline that you need to execute and the mindset that is necessary to execute on those big, bold goals that you have. All right, so send me a DM. DM me the word mentorship if you want to work with me. All right, DM me the word mentorship. If you know that you need a mentor in the season, DM me the word mentorship so I can help you to get enrolled in the Action Accelerator. Good morning, Lady T. How are you? Thank you so much for the daily heart me. All right, let's keep it moving. Good morning. Good morning. So it is Revisit Saturday. So we're going to look back on two of the words that we covered this past week. So if you weren't here, you're going to get a very brief review of two of the words that we covered this past week. If you want to get all the words that we covered this past week, hop over to my YouTube channel. I am the Productivity Coach on YouTube, and you will get the full strategies that I laid out this past week. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hey, Cint, good morning. You will get the full breakdown for the words that I covered this past week. All right. Good morning. Hey, Jennifer Brown. How are you? So you can go to my YouTube channel if you want to get the full breakdown of these words. All right. Awesome. So the first one that we're going to look at is transformation. We talked about transformation this past week. Transformation. We talked about transformation. You can type that in the comments. Hey, Solo Mom Hustle. How are you? Good morning. Welcome to the room. Hi, Nurse Dill. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Gabrielle. Y'all are pouring in. Hi, Pat. Welcome to the room. Yes, we talked about transformation this past week, and the definition that we went with, good morning, is an internal shift that brings us in alignment with our highest potential. An internal shift that brings us in alignment with our highest potential. It is the power of becoming who you're meant to be. So transformation is about becoming the best version of you. Transformation is a process. I want you to know that. Transformation is a process, not a moment, right? Not a moment. Yes, you can hear something in a moment that sparks some excitement in you, but the full process is not completed then and there. Transformation is a process. It is not a moment. Transformation is the bridge between who you are right now and who you're destined to be. So don't be hard on yourself if it is taking some time for the full transformation to occur. Maybe you went to a conference and you heard something that really sparked something within you, and you've been on this journey of becoming the best version of yourself. It is going to take some time for the full transformation to occur. So do not be too hard on yourself. Now, if you don't understand the process, we're going to talk about the process, but here's what transformation requires. Here's what it requires: an awareness. So recognizing patterns that hold you back, like fear, doubt, procrastination. You have to be aware of these things. You know what? I haven't written the book yet because I fear what people will say. You know what? I have not applied for the promotion yet because I've been doubting myself. So you need awareness to recognize these things that, hey, I didn't write the book because I'm fearful. I didn't apply for the promotion because I've been doubting myself, right? I haven't enrolled in the school yet. I've just been procrastinating. You need awareness. You need awareness to recognize these things, because if you don't recognize them, you cannot change them. You cannot change them. If you don't tell the doctor what the symptoms are that you're experiencing, the doctor cannot treat you. The doctor cannot treat you if you don't tell them the symptoms that you are experiencing. So awareness is recognizing the symptoms that are holding you back, the patterns that's been holding you back. Fear of writing the book, fear of moving to the new city, fear of connecting with that new individual, right? Doubting yourself and not applying for the promotion, doubting yourself and not putting together the presentation that you know is going to get you that promotion. Procrastinating, saying I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week, I'll do it when things get better. No. So you need awareness for transformation to occur. All right? And then you need belief. You need to believe that you're capable of changing. I may not be the best version of myself right now, but I can change. I can become better. I can become more disciplined. I can train my mindset to think more positive thoughts. So you need belief, right? Believing that you are capable of change. That is all a part of it. And it is required for transformation to take place. Then you also need commitment to continue with the process, because as you're going through these different stages, there's going to come a time where you feel like, man, I don't know if this is working. I was more comfortable in my comfort zone, right? But no, you need commitment to follow through the entire process of transformation, because it's not all going to happen at once. You need commitment. All right. So the three things that are required for a transformation is awareness, belief, and commitment. You need these three things. For those of you who are just hopping in the room, I see the numbers going up. What you're looking at is my new book, The Bold Moves Manual. You can get the full breakdown of what it is that I'm going over today. You can get all of that in this book. It is mindset coaching in a book. It is available on Amazon. So if you want the full strategy for transformation, because what I'm hitting right now, this is just bullet points. If you want the full outline, the full strategy on transformation, grab the book. All right, grab the book. There are other strategies in there that is really going to help you. All right, I'm just hitting some bullet points on two of the words that's inside of this book. Just two of the words. All right, so if this is helping you, grab a copy of the book. Again, it's available on Amazon, or you can download the e-version using the link that is in my bio. All right, so again, the three things that is required for transformation is awareness, belief, and commitment. Now, let's talk about the process itself, the process of transformation. The process includes the awakening stage. So this is when you attend that conference or you hop on a live stream and you hear something, you hear a phrase, you hear a strategy that is given. And in that moment, you say, you know what? I can't stay here. I can't stay at this level that I'm at in life. I can't continue living my life like this. Hey, Lilia, good morning. I can't continue living my life like this. Like, there's a possibility for me to do more and become more and go higher and accomplish more, right? There's a possibility for me to change my financial status, change my educational status, right? There's a possibility for me to start this business and it actually do well. So this is the awakening stage, like an epiphany, like, oh my God, I can actually do this. I can get out of this apartment and I can purchase a home, right? I can actually build a real estate portfolio. So it's that awakening stage, but you can't stop there. A lot of people, they get this epiphany. They attend a conference, they get on a live stream, and they get the awakening that, hey, something else is possible for you. You can't stay at the level that you're on right now. You can go higher. You can accomplish more. A lot of people, they get that high in the moment and they just drop the rest of the work. All right, but you can't stay there. There's other stages that you have to complete for full transformation to take place in your life. So then we move into the next stage, right? The breaking stage. The breaking stage. This is hard but necessary. In the breaking stage, this is where you let go of old habits, old mindset, and even some relationships begin to fall off. Because the truth is, where you are today, how your life is today, is a combination of the habits that you have, the mindset that you currently have, and even the relationships that you're connected to, where you are today. So if you're in a space where you don't really like where you're at, you want to go higher, you want to do more, then you're going to have to change your habits. You're going to have to shift your mindset. And there are some relationships that you're just going to have to walk away from. And this stage is hard, which is why a lot of people just get that epiphany, get that high, and then it falls off, because then they realize, oh, but I'm going to have to change. I'm going to have to change my habits. I'm going to have to change my mindset if I really want to start this business. If I want to, thank you, Lady Lola. Good morning to you. How are you? So that is why a lot of people get stuck in the awakening phase, because once they process all of that, then they realize that, okay, the breaking stage is next. I'm going to have to change these old habits. I'm going to have to change my mindset. And there are some people that I'm going to have to let go of if I really want to get to my next level and accomplish these big goals. So the breaking stage, a lot of individuals don't make it through that. Good morning, Jazz. How are you? But if you're going to make bold moves this year, you have to do the full process. You have to follow through on the full process. All right. So we're at the breaking stage. So the first stage is the awakening. You get that epiphany. You know what? I can be financially stable. Then the next stage is the breaking stage. I have to let go of old habits. I can't spend like I used to. I can't make every spring break trip, right? I can't buy, if you drink, I can't buy that drink anymore because it's not helping me to get to where I'm trying to go, right? Good morning. She got that. How are you? Then the next stage is the building stage. The building stage. This is where you intentionally create new patterns. So, for those of us who are determined to become the best version of ourselves, and we make it out of dropping those old habits, shifting our mindset, cultivating new relationships, getting connected to individuals that are already doing what we desire to do or have accomplished the goals that we're trying to get to. We've built some new relationships and pulled back from some old relationships. Now we're building. So now we're creating new patterns. We're making sure that we wake up. We're making sure that we read, right? These are new patterns that we're developing. We're thinking positive thoughts. We're believing more in ourselves and in our ability to accomplish these goals. We're setting bigger goals, right? I want to pay these bills off. I want to be financially stable. You know what? Let me start investing. So we're setting bigger goals in the building stage, right? We're becoming more disciplined. We're making sure that we exercise if health is your goal that you're going after, right? Getting your health together. We're getting more disciplined. We're making sure that we get to the gym, that we work out, that we select the right type of food that we need. So this is the building stage. All right. I hope this is helping you. Again, for those of you who are just hopping in, what you're looking at is my new book, The Bold Moves Manual. Grab this book. It's mindset coaching in a book. The bullet points that I'm hitting right now, you can find the full outline, the full strategy inside of this book. I'm just hitting some bullet points. So if the bullet points is good to you, imagine getting the full notes. All right, so that's the building stage. Then there is the becoming stage of transformation. And this is where you start walking in the higher version of you, walking in it. And even if your bank account doesn't look like that millionaire status, you still show up as such, right? You have that mindset. I am the multimillionaire. You have that mindset before you get there. All right. Being wealthy is not just about the money in the bank. It's about a mindset. It's about a mindset. So the becoming stage is where you walk in the higher version of you. You're making decisions based on the future you, not the now you, because your present life, your present circumstances may not be fully aligned yet with the version of you that you're trying to become. So the decisions that you make today, make sure that you're making those decisions with consideration of the you that you're becoming. All right? So the people that you choose to connect with, the places that you choose to go, make sure that those decisions align with the future you. All right? Now, I'll share the story with you all. Something I saw, I believe on TikTok here, I saw it. This young lady, she applied for a major job that was paying very well. But here's the thing. They did a background check. They did the facial recognition check. And guess what? She was found in a demonstration, a riot. Her face was picked up in a riot, and she had placards, and she was out there in a mess, and she did not get the job because she did not make a decision that day based on the future that she desired, right? She showed up and she was in that riotous crowd and was just doing everything that was crazy. And her face got picked up by facial recognition, and she did not get the position because of that. She had the education, she had the skills, right? But because of a decision that she made in the past, not considering her future self, she did not get the job. So we got to make decisions today based on where we're going, not what our current circumstances are. All right. I want you to hold on to that. That is a powerful strategy to facilitate you becoming the version of yourself that you see in the future. So when you make decisions today, right, make decisions for the future you. Make sure that you're connecting with people who the future you would be happy that you're connected with. All right. All right. I know it's crazy, but yeah. Make decisions today based on the future you. Based on the future you. So the becoming stage is where you start walking in the higher version of you. You are embodying the identity of the future you. All right. So let me tell you again, the process of transformation includes awakening stage. So this is where you get the epiphany. You know what? I can do better. I can go higher. I can accomplish more. Then the breaking stage. This is where you let go of old habits, old mindset, and even some relationships that's just not right for the future you. And let me say this. It doesn't have to be a major blowout for you to disconnect with individuals that is really not helping you to get to your next level. It does not have to be a big blow up. It doesn't. Separation doesn't always have to come with a battle or taking down someone with your words. It doesn't have to be that way. You pull back. You cut the conversation, make it a little less, right? Because it's not feeding you. It's not feeding you. It's not feeding the version of you that you're trying to become. All right? Does it have something to do with a moral compass? Yeah, it does. It does. It does, Lilia. It does. Because if you understand your values, and again, you're not creating standards and values based on where you are right now. You're creating them for the future you, right? And you got to make sure that you have morals that aligns with the best version of you. Yes, yes. All right. So the breaking stage. So you go through the awakening, then the breaking, then the building stage. So this is where you create new patterns, you set higher goals, and you become more disciplined so that you can then step into the becoming stage. So where you start walking in the higher version of yourself. Thank you so much for all the roses. I appreciate them. I totally appreciate them. All right. So here's how you're going to stay aligned with the new transformed lifestyle that you've created, right? Here is how you're going to stay aligned. You're going to surround yourself with growth-minded people. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. If you're connected to individuals who can only see where they're at right now, all they talk about is the old stuff, old non-productive activities, then it's going to be hard for you to get to where you're going. You got to surround yourself with growth-minded individuals. Individuals who are setting major goals and actually going after them. Not just have an idea of a future and every day you ask them, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just catching up on this movie. Or I'm just going to hang out here and hang out there. Oh, but what about your goals? I thought you had some big goals. I thought you had some things that you wanted to accomplish. Yeah, I'll do it next week. I'll do it when things get better. You know what? It's on my vision board for next year. No. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. Iron sharpens iron. A distant mentor of mine said that if you're in a group of 5 individuals that are not doing well, he said you didn't count well because there are 6. You're included in that. That's what a distant mentor of mine says. He said, if you are connected to a group of 5 individuals that are not doing well, he said you didn't count well. There are actually 6 individuals that are not doing well. Because if all 5 of them are not doing well, how are they helping you to do better or to become better? He said you didn't count well. There are 6 individuals that are not doing well. So make sure that you surround yourself with growth-minded people. You're going to practice reflection to help you with this. Am I living aligned with my purpose? Yeah. Yay. It was a great point. I was like, oh, okay. All right. All right. And he also said that if you are the smartest person in the group, you got to find a new group because you need to be connected to people who you can learn from. That's going to stretch your thinking, right? So these are things that you want to keep in mind as you go after these big, bold goals and you strive to become a better version of you. All right. So you're going to surround yourself with growth-minded people. You're going to celebrate small wins. Transformation isn't always massive. It's sometimes found in a small accomplishment, right? The small, consistent changes that you make. So, all of this week, you decided to increase your fluid intake. You're drinking more water. Let's celebrate that because you're working on your health. All of this week, you made healthy choices, healthy meal choices. Let's celebrate that. You may not have hit your weight goal yet, but all of this week, you made healthy food choices. Let's celebrate that. So celebrate the small wins. Transformation is taking place, but just that is happening in small stages. You still celebrate that. All right. And you can get an accountability partner or a mentor if that is necessary for your next level, because there are just some things that you're not able to do on your own. You're going to need some direction. You're going to need someone to hold you accountable to those goals. All right. So get you an accountability partner or get you a mentor that is really going to help you to hone in on these goals that you're trying to accomplish and even give you strategies on how to get them done. All right. Transformation is the birthplace of destiny. It is the space where the true you can emerge. The true you can rise up and you can walk fully in that. It's not always easy, but it is always worth it. To become the best version of you, it is always worth it. So start the process. Remember, you don't get stuck at the excitement of realizing that, hey, I can start the business, I can get my health together, I can get my finances together. You know what? I can actually build wealth. It doesn't just stop there. You got to go through all the other stages for the full transformation to occur. So start the process today. Thank y'all so much for all the gifts. I appreciate it. Start the process today because who you're becoming is far greater than who you've been. All right. Don't get stuck in where you are right now. You may have some limitations right now, but if you work the plan and follow through with the full transformation process, it will become better. It will become better. Always bring such positive vibes. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for showing up so you can receive. Thank you. All right. So let's move into the second word. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you all so much for showing up. Thank you for showing up so you can receive what it is that I have to share. I appreciate you all. I appreciate your time. All right. So the next word is boldness. We talked about boldness this past week. And again, for those of you who are just hopping in the room, you can grab my book, The Bold Moves Manual, so you can get the full strategy on these words that I'm going over today. What I'm just hitting is bullet points. And if these bullet points are helping you, can you imagine what the entire book will do for your mindset? It is mindset coaching in a book. So I'm just hitting the bullet points. If you want the full strategy, grab the book. Get your copy on Amazon. It's the Bold Moves Manual, or you can just type my name in, Anika V. Brown, on Amazon, and it will pop up for you. Or you can download the e-version of it using the link that is in my bio. Hi, Audrey. Welcome to the room. Yes, so we talked about boldness this past week. And the definition that we went with is boldness is the confidence and courage to take action despite fear, doubt, or opposition. It is the ability to step into opportunities, speak up for truth, and pursue your vision unapologetically. We have to be bold in this season. We have to be bold, right? We have to be bold. Boldness is also about owning your assignment and moving forward in faith. Before you can act boldly, you must think boldly. Again, this book is mindset coaching in a book. If you've been struggling with your confidence, struggling with executing, you got to get the book. Again, it's available on Amazon. All right. So before you can act boldly, you must think boldly. And to do this, you must overcome fear through faith. You know what? I can do this. I can actually do this. I can get this done. I can set the goal. I can execute and I can achieve it. I believe that I can. All right. So boldness is not the absence of fear. It is more so moving despite the fear that you feel. I am making some major moves this year. I'm going after some really big goals, and there's a little bit of fear there. There's some sense of fear because I've never done it before, but I'm doing it despite what I feel, right? I'm still doing it. I'm committed to making the bold moves that I told myself that I'm going to make. All right. So boldness is not the absence of fear. It is more so moving despite the fear that you feel. You also need to own your identity to become bold, knowing who you are and whose you are. That's a great starting point. Do you truly know who you are? Got to figure out your identity. One of the best things that I did for myself was to heal my identity. It took some work. It took me investing in a coach to help me with that. But I promise you, once I got through that program, got through those sessions with her, I was a totally different person. So maybe life has happened to you. Some things came up, some things happened in your life, and you've lost your identity. You've lost your identity, but you can find yourself again. You can absolutely find yourself again. It's gonna take some work. It's gonna take some work to figure out, why did I make those decisions that I did? What is it about my past, or maybe something in my family, why I look at myself this way, why I feel like I deserve less than, right? This is some hard work, but it is necessary. And if you do it, you'll be better for it. I used to feel low of myself because of little failures in my life. Yeah. So what decisions did you make in the past? And those decisions caused you to lose your identity, and you've been walking around not knowing who you are, not knowing what that innate special thing is about you. So if you've lost your identity, one of the best things that you could do is to rediscover yourself. Find you. What do you like? What do you want? I know that you've been busy helping everybody else, right? Helping everybody else accomplish their goals, pushing everybody else. But what about you? My coach is helping me identify my unhealthy habits and overcoming them. Awesome. Yes, that is a major move. So you got to work on your identity. You have to work on your identity. You have to know who you are. Understand your value. Understand what you bring to the table. Anyone ever see the movie Overcomer? I don't know if I've seen that movie. I don't know if I've seen that one. I can't recall if I did. It's a beautiful movie. Okay, I'll look it up. But yes, you have to own your identity to become bold. You have to. You have to own your identity to become bold. Boldness starts with you knowing who you are and whose you are. If you don't know who you are, you're always going to be shrinking to fit in. That is a sure sign that you don't understand who you are. And this is not to talk down to you. I've been there. If you're new here, I say it every morning. This is not to talk down to you. I'm sharing this with you because I have been there. I have dimmed my light many times to fit into spaces. I have covered my mouth, held my idea back just to stay within the boundaries that were created for me. And that's because I wasn't actively walking in my full identity, my full potential, right? So if you find that you're shrinking to fit in, that's because you're struggling with your identity, all right? You're struggling with your identity. Anyone that cannot deal with you walking in your full identity, walking in your full potential, and really activating everything that God has put in you, you don't belong in that crowd. All right? You don't belong in that crowd. And sometimes we stay in that crowd because we've been there a while. It became familiar to us, right? It's what we know. So we continue to shrink to fit in that crowd because we've been there a while. It's comfortable, right? But if anyone cannot handle you being the full person that you were created to be, or activating your full potential, then you don't belong in that crowd. If you have to shrink, you have to keep your mouth covered, you have to hold your identity, your ideas to yourself, because you don't want people to think, oh, you're just a know-it-all, oh, you're always if you feel like that, again, you got to work on your identity. All right, so don't shrink to fit in. Stand firm on who you are and everything that you bring to the table. All right, stand firm in that. Thank y'all so much for the gifts. You cannot be bold if you don't truly know who you are and you're walking fully in who you are. You can't be bold. All right. So, and another thing, don't let fear overtake you, because if fear overtake you, good morning, Mrs. Latasha. Good morning. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for following. Thank you. We're live here every morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. We're right here. You can also get on my mailing list. You can use the link that is in my bio to join the Commanders community. Thank you so much for the live stream. You're welcome. You're welcome. You can come on back and join us here every morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. We're here. We're on 300 something days now of live streaming. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. So you can come on back and join us right here every morning. All right, let me skip through some of this. Again, you can get the full strategy in my book. What you're looking at is the cover to my new book, The Bold Moves Manual. You can grab a copy of it on Amazon, or you can download the e-version. Thank you so much for following. I appreciate y'all. You can get the e-version of this book using the link that is in my bio. All right. All right. Awesome. All right. So let's skip through some of this. Again, I'm going to email these notes out as well. So make sure that you're on my mailing list. If you don't know how to do that, send me a DM and I'll help you. So boldness is also about taking risks for growth. Yes. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. So boldness is also about taking risks for growth. Nothing to harm your life, because safety comes first, right? But at some point, you're going to have to take a bit of risk for growth. Playing it safe won't get you to the next level. If you want to start the business, you want to publish the book and actually sell the book, then you're going to have to take a little bit of a risk and put some sacrifice in. All right. The notes in the Bold Moves Manual are enlightening. Thank you, Lady Lola. Thank you. So at some point, you're going to have to take some risks, right? And I shared with y'all the example of getting into a mentorship program or a coaching program, right? Because I have enrolled in coaching programs before based on what the coach advertised on social media. I knew they had the answer to the questions that I had. I knew they knew the steps that I needed to take to get to my next level. And the risk comes in when I took my card out, swiped my card to enroll in their program. That was a risk, but it was a risk for growth, and I benefited from it. So at some point, you're going to have to take a risk, right? You see individuals on here, you don't know them. And no, I'm not saying to trust everybody on social media. Do your research, right? Do your research. But for you to get to your next level, there's some level of risk and sacrifice that is a part of that. All right. At some point, you're going to have to step out of the boat, take a risk for that goal that you've been yearning for. And it takes boldness to do that. It takes boldness to step out of your boat, out of your comfort zone to get to your next level. All right. Another thing about boldness is that you have to break free from that approval addiction, wanting someone to approve you before you make a move. You got to slip out of that. All right. Yeah. Take a risk last week. Now need some rest, but I love that. Okay. Awesome, Lilia. So you got to break free from the approval addiction, wanting someone to approve your next move. I want you to know that not everyone will agree with or support your boldness, and that's okay. It is okay. Don't hold it against them if they don't support you. And again, you're not waiting on approval from them, because you may wait a very long time, and you may miss your window if you're waiting on someone to give you approval. You may miss your opportunity, and then there is resentment that starts to build up within you. Oh, you did not tell me to go ahead. You did not support me. You did not do this. And then you start to become resentful, and that can affect your health, right? Find it beneficial to have more than one coach, but be selective in deciding who to partner with. Yes, yes, Lady Lola, that is true. I have multiple individuals that I pay, that I invest to teach me the things that I need to learn, right? I have someone that I worked with for inner healing and deliverance, right? I have someone that I worked with for coaching and mentorship to help me improve my skills. I have a coach that I work with for business. So yes, you will need multiple help, right? But do your research, right? Do your research. So it is okay to have, a friend of mine would say, a dream team. A dream team. It's good to have a dream team. Somebody that's helping you with your finances, right? Somebody that is helping you with business. Somebody that is helping you with your healing and whatever personal work that you need to do. It's okay to have a dream team. That's fine. Agree. Okay, awesome. Yeah, the dream team, it's fine. It's like a healthcare dream team. You have a therapist, you have a doctor, you have a dentist, right? It's like a healthcare dream team. It's okay to have one in a dream team for your personal life, for your business, for the other areas that you need to grow in. That's fine. But just make sure that you do your research when you're selecting them. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Where was I? So again, don't be upset with individuals who don't support you. Don't be mad at them. It's okay. Not everyone can accept you when you decide that, okay, I'm going to go higher. I'm going to do more. I'm going to make bold moves. All right. Not everyone is going to support you, but you cannot hold it against them. Do not hold it against them. If they don't support you in the way that you were hoping that they would, it's okay. It's okay. All right. So I want you to consider, are you making decisions based on your dreams and goals? Ooh, all right. We've hit that 1 hour mark. So TikTok is having me do a puzzle, thinking about one to help improve better parenting. Oh, that's good. So I did a 12 weeks parenting program last year. So at the end of the year last year, I did a parenting program. So that's a good idea, Teeks. That's definitely something you can work on. Now, I've been a mom since I was 14 years old. But yet, I don't think that I know it all, because I do not know it all. So I did a parenting program for 12 weeks last year. I did it. Thinking I'm an old-fashioned mom. Yes. Yeah, so that is a good idea. You can definitely help add that to your dream team. You can absolutely add that to your dream team. And I really found those 12 weeks very beneficial. I learned a lot, right? Because again, raising my 12-year-old is totally different from how I raised my 25-year-old, right? So I wanted to get the necessary tools that I needed to be able to handle my 12-year-old, my now 18-year-old. So the gap between them is just so wide that I needed help. So I did a 12 weeks program, parenting program. So that is definitely something that you can add to your team, to your dream team. All right, so here's a game plan. Let's run through the game plan really quickly, because I'm over an hour. I said I was going to be quick. Man, that never works. I always say it never work. I always say that I'm going to be quick, but Lord, it never worked. Never work. All right, so here's the game plan. Again, if you want the full strategy for these words that I'm going over, you can grab my book, The Bold Moves Manual, on Amazon. It's available on Amazon, so you can get it. Yeah, time really do fly. It does. Time really do fly. Please look up the movie. Yes, I will. I will look it up. I will look it up. Maybe I can watch it while I'm doing my daughter's hair because she wants her hair done for graduation on Monday. So I got to get her hair done today. So I'll look it up. All right. So here's the game plan. Here's the game plan. You're going to cultivate boldness so that you can lead with confidence, and not just leading a team or leading other people, but leading yourself with confidence. You're going to activate boldness. After you've activated your boldness, you can challenge status quo. You know what? This is how it's always been done, but guess what? I'm going to add something to the mix. I'm going to do something different because I want to get to a different level. So you can challenge the status quo. Well, everybody in my family, they all did the 9 to 5 route, but I want to challenge that. Let me try to start a business. Be bold enough to challenge the status quo. Let me try to start a business. I'm going to start doing it part-time and work that business plan and see how it will turn out for me. So be bold enough to challenge the status quo. All right. Boldness often means going against the norm to create a change. To create a change. And your boldness today gives permission to be bold. Give someone else permission to be bold tomorrow, because there's always someone who is watching you. I say that all the time. There's always someone that is watching you to see how you make decisions, how you work through challenges, what are the steps that you take to elevate your life. There's always someone that is watching you, and that is how real impact occurs. They watch you to see how you get out of the issues that you face, how you make decisions, right? How you rise up from the dust. There's always someone watching you, and that is how you make impact. So boldness is one of the keys to unlocking your next level. If you wait until you feel ready, you'll never do it. You'll never do it. You'll keep putting it off. I'll do it next week. I'll do it when things get better. I'll do it when there's more money. I'll do it when there is more money. No. Boldness means you're going to act right now. You're going to get it done now. You're going to put the plan together and you're going to work the plan. So identify one area that you've been holding back, holding out on your boldness, and get it done. Get to work. Make the changes that are necessary. Make the necessary changes. All right. So step out in faith and do something that you've been thinking about. Again, stop waiting for approval. Move forward with courage. Boldness is not arrogance. Let me tell you that. Boldness is not arrogance. It's faith in action. I believe I can, so I'm going to go out and do it. I'm not being arrogant. I believe that I can start this business. I believe I can write this book. I believe I can go back to school, so I'm going to do it. I'm not being arrogant. No, this is my faith in action. So step boldly into your purpose and let's make bold moves together. All right. So if you're new here, you want to grab the Bold Moves Manual, get it on Amazon, pick up a copy of it, and you can join us right here every morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time for Command Your Day, and follow along with us in the manual. All right. Now let's set our intentions really quickly. Let's do that. I have got to go. Let's do that. Think about one goal that you're working on and consider 3 things that you can do today to get you 3 steps closer to that goal becoming a reality in your life. Yes, Miss Rosa. Good morning. How are you? So get those 3 things done today that will get you 3 steps closer to the goal that you're working on. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. Just get them done before midnight so you can get 3 steps closer to your goal. If you want to work with me, just DM me the word mentor, and I will get you enrolled in the Action Accelerator so you can work with me and we can execute. I can help you get a strategy together so you can execute on those goals that you have on your vision board. All right, let's make some decrees really quickly, and then I've got to go. We know that life and death lies in the power of the tongue. What you speak, you will see. So we're very intentional about decreeing all powerful things over our lives. So I'm going to decree for all of us, and you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. There's so much power in agreement. So here we go. I decree that all things will work together for our good. I decree that the plans of God to prosper us, to give us hope in the future, is made manifest. I decree that God has given us the power to make wealth, and not many days hence we will see tangible results. I decree that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. I decree that God will supply all our needs. I decree that God will open up the windows of heaven and pour us out a blessing that we won't have room enough to receive. I decree that we prosper and that we're in good health, even as our souls prosper. I decree that God will make all grace to abound, and that we have all sufficiency in all things, and we abound in every good work. I decree that we have good success. I decree that we eat the labor of our hands. I decree that we have favor with God, which gives us speed. I decree that we are happy and it is well with us. And I want you to make that one personal and type in the comments, I am happy and it is well with me. I am happy and it is well with me. Even if you don't feel it, I want you to say it until you feel it. I am happy and it is well with me. Yes, I am happy and it is well with me. Keep saying it until you feel it. Keep saying it until you feel it. Yes, I am happy and it is well with me. And here's the last one on our list. I decree that we're empowered to prosper according to the blessings released to Isaac in Genesis 26:13. We will become rich and our wealth will continue to grow until we become very wealthy. Those are the scriptures. We believe them, and so shall it be. So that is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today, and we know that anything is possible when we have the right mindset and the will to do what we say we're going to do. All right, so get those 3 things done today. DM me the word mentor if you want to work with me, if you want to secure your spot for our live mentorship session next Saturday. Send me a DM and let's get you set up. All right, so take the day on with faith and expectancy. Expect good things, expect answered prayers, expect promotion and increase, because again, anything is possible. Be sure that you're on my mailing list so you will get access to these notes that I went over today. If you don't know how to get to the link in my bio to join the Commanders community, send me a DM so I can help you out. All right, my DMs are open. Send me a DM so I can help you get connected. All right, have an amazing day. Thank you, Lilia. Have an amazing day, and I will see you all back here tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I'll be here. You're welcome, Jenny. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.